The school system is malicious. The school system is evil. And before you attack me, listen to the whole video. In my opinion, in my belief, in my understanding, I characterize the school system as malicious and evil because to me, anything that put fear on somebody else is malicious. Anything that does not allow you to think for yourself and because of yourself is malicious. And because, think about it. You go to school, they show you, they tell you what to read, how to read, what to think, how to think. They don't even teach you how to think in school, first of all. They just make you memorize things, and then you go to a test, and then you have a test, and then that's it. Anything that put fear into somebody else is malicious. Anything that put doubt into somebody else is malicious. Anything that does not allow somebody to think for himself or herself, to me, is malicious. Because you go to school, right? How many of you has been to school? I have been. College, university, kindergarten, high school, name it. If I ask you, what do you remember from there? What are you going to tell me? And because whenever you go to school, the education you can get there is limited. And we, by the way, the meaning of education is to bring up, bring forward. But when you go to school, they are training you to be a robot. They are training you to follow somebody else's orders. They are training you to follow somebody else's authorities. They are training you to think what benefits somebody else. Or you have to prepare for this test so the teacher can give you a good grade, so the teacher can be happy, right? Now you are studying to pass a test to make somebody else look nice, make somebody else look smart, because since you were able to comprehend what the person teach you, then that person is smart. And also I feel like the school system, the classroom are malicious as well. Every time I was in a classroom, even until today, every time I'm in a classroom, you know what I do? I escape mentally. I can be in a classroom right now, but in my mind, I'm in nature. In my mind, I'm at the beach. In my mind, I'm talking with the trees. In my mind, I'm working out. In my mind, I'm somewhere in a lake swimming. I have to escape mentally because physically it feels like jail. It feels like you are in a box. You know, you have to sit. You have to sit in the classroom. You have to stay where your seat is. You gotta take notes, and then yes, teacher, yes, classmate. For what? You show me a school that actually inspired you to go to that school. Name me one school. Those big buildings, who can get creative inside a building that look like a jail? Now you have a time to go to the bathroom. You got a time to go eat your food. You have a time to do certain specific things. What's the difference between that and a jail? What's the difference that you get to go every single day? I mean, you are in the jail every single day as well. The school system is malicious. And the thinking part. If thinking is a skill that pays off, thinking is a power, thinking is a tool. But if you are being trained to think things that can only beneficiate certain people or certain group, you are not educating yourself. You are not moving forward. You are moving backwards. Because if whatever you learn in the school, whatever you go through, once you are out, you cannot think for yourself. You cannot come to your own opinions with your own ideas, with your own understanding. You learn nothing. You learn nothing. I prefer to go in a classroom where I can see the trees outside. I can listen to the birds. I can see a beach. I can see something, creating something that motivates me, something that makes my eyes happy. Because in the classroom, what makes you happy in a classroom? But a solution to that is you being self-educated. Create your own library. Find books that are interesting to you. Listen to podcasts that are interesting to you. Spend time in nature. Because again, it's nobody's obligation to educate you. Your education is on you.
Cristina, ahora cuando puedas vamos para allí y sacamos la comida, ¿vale?
Dale. Your education is on you. So put that responsibility on you. Don't rely on no school system or nobody else to educate you but you. Learn to train your mind, learn to think for yourself, because if you cannot think for yourself, you are the slave of somebody else. As simple as that. So the school system to me is malicious because it's put fear into you. Oh, if you don't pass this test, you weren't good enough. It put doubts into you. Oh, I gotta do this way, because it doesn't allow you to think for yourself. That's malicious. Create your own library. Educate your own self. Be curious enough, ask questions, and also learn from people who already accomplished whatever you want to accomplish. Because a lot of the teachers that teach us business classes have never been into a business. People that teach us about psychology have never been to therapy. And we're supposed to learn from them? No. If you can find somebody that has already achieved the result you want to achieve, learn from them. But again, if you are going to be educated, it's on you to do it. Do not depend on other people for your education. Depend on yourself to educate yourself. Because if you don't educate yourself, think for yourself, and train your mind. You are powerful, you are worthy, you are good enough, regardless of what your grades can say, regardless of what your teacher or your classmate can say. Another reason why I think the school system is malicious is, why will you punish me for doing something that is going to teach me something? Why will you punish me for failing? Why will you punish me for making a mistake, knowing deep down that the best way to learn something is from doing it? But if you are doing it the wrong way, it doesn't mean I'm dumb, it doesn't mean I'm stupid. It simply means that I'm doing something for the first time, so I'm supposed to fail. I'm supposed to suck at first. So why will you punish me from doing something that can empower me, something that can teach me, something that can build me, right? Because at least for me, when I was in school, especially in high school, if I made a mistake, I would already start freaking out. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But as I learn about life and I learn about myself, failures, mistakes are simply experiences. Failures, mistakes are simply lessons. But if you are in a system, if you are in a classroom, if you are in a school, if you are around people that punish you for failing, punish you for making mistakes, those people don't really want you to improve. They don't want you to evolve, because failures, mistakes are simply another form of experience, are simply another form of learning, right? Which is something that I think school is malicious, because why will you punish someone for learning? Why will you punish someone for trying something? Why will you punish someone for simply trying? And if the person try and the person fail, which I don't believe something is a failure or a mistake, because if you fail at something, you can learn from it. But at school, if you fail, oh, you're horrible, they're gonna put you down. Another reason why I think school is malicious is because they force, or they, in my understanding, they force people to behave the same way, behave the same, dress the same, think the same, talk the same. That if you're in a classroom and you are different from your classmate, they call you crazy. They call you weird. Well, I prefer to be crazy. I prefer to be a weirdo than to be like everybody else. Because naturally and biologically, each one of us is different. So why will a system force us to all be the same? I cannot be like my classmate cannot be like me. And also another reason why the school system is malicious is because of the grades. Oh, if you have a bad grade, you are a bad person. Oh, if you have this low grade, something is wrong with you. You need help. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to make it. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to go far in life. All of those things are absolute lies. Absolute lies. Your grade does not define you. Your grades do not define your destiny. Your grade does not tell where you're going to end up in life. Because your grades, how does a grade have something to do with who you are as a person? A grade is just a number. A number does not define me. A number does not define you. But in school, right? Oh, if you had the best grade, they're gonna hype you up, right? And if you have a bad grade, they're gonna put you down. And then you're gonna grow up thinking that, oh, in order to be successful, in order to be happy, you're supposed to have the best grade. And then you're gonna start competing with your classmate for no reason. Why would I compete with my classmate if my classmate have his or her own path, his or her own journey, and his or her timing? I have my timing, I have my path. So I must compete with me. I must compete with the person I was yesterday. For example, me, I compete with myself. I compete with all my demons in my mind. I compete with the person I was 1 hour ago. I compete with the person I was 5 years ago. I compete with the person I was last night. I don't compete with nobody else because nobody else knows me more than I know myself. But in the school, what do they tell you? Oh, You have to have the best grade in the class so they can give you this award. That's malicious. That's very malicious. That if you're in a classroom, right, and you are different than all your classmates, oh, you need special treatment. Oh my God, you are weirdo, you crazy. So you being different, people gonna put you down. That's malicious. That's evil. Forcing people to be like everybody else, that's evil. Forcing people to not think for themselves, that's evil. Right? So if somebody that is in the school right now, even though you are in school, don't forget to nurture your thoughts. Don't forget to nurture your gift. Don't forget to nurture your talent. Don't forget to nurture your mind. Because at the end of the day, your mind creates your reality. But those things in school, they're not going to teach you accountability in school. They're not going to teach you self-discipline, self-confidence, self-love in school. And those things are key to be happy, to be healthy, to be successful. They're not going to teach you about how you can heal yourself. They're not going to teach you about how you can educate yourself. No, because they want you to have a degree so you can depend on the system for a job. How many people with a degree don't have a job? And how many people without a degree are making billions? A degree is just a piece of paper. Me, I have a lot of degrees. I'm not saying I need to brag, just to give facts. I have a lot of degrees. I have mentions, president office, honorable, 4.0 GPA, the highest of the highest. However, if you remove all my degrees, all my titles away from me, guess what? I'm still going to be the person I am today, because my intelligence is not measured, my grade is not measured by my degrees. How intelligent I am, how healthy I am, how powerful I am, how strong I am, how positive I am, have nothing to do with my degrees. It only has a lot to do with my mind and my consistent choices, because that's all we are. We are the product of our consistent choices. But they're going to tell you that in school. They're going to tell you that, oh no, get a degree, work for somebody else, you know. Why can't they teach us how we can make our own job in school? How we can create opportunity for other people. We don't have to depend on a piece of paper to succeed. So you educate yourself. Invest in your skills, invest in your mind, invest in your education, invest in your health. Overall, invest in you, because the more you invest in you, the more you can excel, the more you can succeed, the happier you can be. Invest in yourself so you can be self-reliant, and you don't have to depend on a professor, on your classmate, or your parents, or the school system to make you money or to make you happy, so that you can rely on your own self, so you can solve your own problems. Right? Self-educated. Seek to know yourself. How many of you go to school every day? They teach you about everything. You don't even know who you are. They're gonna talk about, oh, what happened in the story, what happened 100 years ago, what happened, well, matter of fact, the same story that they manipulate, because best believe, for you to know a fact on something that is true, story has been manipulated just to fit certain people's opinion, just to fit certain people's belief. Don't forget that the people who wrote the story are the one who won. Are the one who won the war. If you are the only survivor, of course you're going to write the story. You're going to put in the story the things that glorify you, not the things that glorify your opponent. Again, learn to think for yourself. Learn to think for yourself. Do not rely on the school system for nothing, but rely on yourself for everything. If you are going to succeed, it's going to be because of you. If you are going to fail, it's going to be because of you. If you are going to make money, it's going to be because of you. Learn to love yourself. Learn to educate yourself. Don't you have to love yourself in school? I didn't have a class on self-confidence in school. I didn't. I don't know if you did. The school system is evil. Where they're gonna have you in a classroom, you don't have nature, nothing is creative, just a wall. How can I be creative being on a box? Put me in nature, put me in an environment where I can see birds, where I can see nature. For example, right now where I am, there's a lot of kids. And you see how the kids are playing, the kids are having fun, the kids are having a good time. Why? Because they are around nature and they are doing something that they actually love. They are not here forced to do so. They are not. They are simply doing something that they love. And how many of you go to school and are forced to do something that you hate? If you do things that you hate, how you are going to be happy? If you do things that decrease your love towards yourself, how are you going to be happy? Rely on yourself to educate yourself. Rely on yourself to make yourself happy. Don't rely on nobody. And learn to think for yourself. Again, think for yourself. Be able to question things, which also in school, you can question the teacher. Why? Why not? That's evil. Everybody is allowed to question whatever they want to question, but not in the school. You can't do that, because if you do that, oh, you are disrespectful, something is wrong with you, you can't talk. What if I disagree with the professor? I can't say it. I have to stay quiet, right? Anywho, learn to think for yourself. Learn to think for yourself, and do not rely on the school system for nothing. Okay? You are powerful, you are worthy, you are good enough. Share this video if it was helpful to you. Subscribe for more videos like this, and thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.